We're going to be eating real soon. We have The Weeknd dropping already another album in Dawn FM. And this isn't confirmed features, but we have guests appearing on the albums, whether it's through narrative like Morgan Freeman on Savage Mode 2, or if it's gonna be anything visual related. But Jim Carrey, Tyler the Creator, Lil Wayne, those are the ones that interest me. There's a couple more in there. And of course, until we get official feature confirmations or whoever's going to be working on any instrumentation, I'll keep you guys updated on that as far as my thoughts right here on the podcast. And I'm excited. I'm excited, especially after his previous single, Take My Breath, which dropped back in August, which is he's full of life. I love when Abel is just singing his heart out, when you get that pump, not that pump, that pop vibe. You get the usual synths in the background, and he's just he's definitely doing the most in the best way possible. And what I mean by that is every album is just a whole new fleshed out character. There's a narrative behind it, of course, that you dissect through the soundtrack. And every age or phase of Abel, it's exciting. I think we're at a point where you can't just sit here and say Trilogy is the best. He's like, you can't say Trilogy is peak Abel. I understand if nostalgia, the nostalgia behind the album holds you down to that era, but anywhere from, honestly, almost any era. I mean, it's arguable for Kissland, even for some people. I pretend that album doesn't exist, but from Starboy to where we're heading right now, it's been nothing short but amazing. He recently, of course, unveiled his album cover for that album, and it's just a aged up version of himself, just his face, which is pretty solid. Simple. Clearly, this is going to play a part into whatever narrative he's going to be pushing onto this tape, and I'm excited for it. Let me know your guys' thoughts as well. I mean, it's going to be here in about 2-3 days. Can't wait. Can't wait. Of course, from that, we got Corday from A Bird's Eye View. And this is another album that I can't wait for it to drop. It's going to be releasing, I believe, the 14th, second week of January. And Corday, formerly known as YBN Corday, he's taking the next level. We know he's able to get features from the heavy hitters, whether that's Roddy Ricch, Young Thug, recently Lil Wayne with Sinister, and seeing as he's someone who's capable of dropping bangers, hits, whenever he wants, and flawlessly too. It looks like he doesn't really struggle with it, and it's struggling in the fact that it feels forced. Like how you could tell when an artist is trying to make a hit. He's just able to drop songs that just bump, honestly. And of course, The Lost Boy, which was, I believe, released a bit over 2 years ago. Of course, Corday displays good, not good, amazing conscious bars that really reflect upon his life, his journey up until this point. And at the same time, he's able to just, again, give us songs that with great infectious hooks. R&P with Anderson .Paak is a good example of this. And I'm excited for this as well. Now, not only that, but we're going to have Gunna Drip Season 4 coming out this Friday as well. Let me know which album you guys are going to listen to first, The Weeknd or Gunna. There's only one right answer, by the way. I'll let you guys decide that. And of course, after I spin The Weeknd's album, I'll give Gunna's album a spin. And I don't have anything crazy to say about it besides I just want just good beats, good flows, and let Gunna carry the rest out. I'm not a crazy critic when it comes to Gunna's music. I'm not expecting anything genre bending or, super, I would say different, something completely different. Continue doing what you do best. And it's just infectious flows, honestly. Well, I think that might be my new favorite word because I'm saying it so often. I'm going to continue improving on here. But with that, other albums that I am anticipating throughout the month is going to be Earl Sweatshirt 6, Coda the Friend, Lyrics to Go Volume 3, which both are going to be releasing January 14th, along with Corday's album. So yeah, next week, we're going to have a pretty heavy Friday, and that's exciting. I always love just not having to wait almost a year for music. Oh, man. And then from there, that's honestly everybody that interests me. Oh, yeah, Earth Gangs, Ghetto Gods. That's going to be releasing on the 28th, and I don't really know much about it. I'll see if I can find some information, of course, talk with you guys. But that's another album on the radar. And I'm not here to talk about, man, I can't wait for Kendrick or Frank Ocean. We don't have no confirmation for any of that. Don't be hitting me up if I know anything either. I don't know nothing. But with that, I believe Frank Ocean did preview music on his Blonde Radio. So go check that out if you haven't. I know I gotta give that a spin. These are my thoughts on, of course, what I'm excited for, what I can't wait to hear. And I want to do more music roundups if on a weekly basis for you guys, since I used to do weekly roundups as far as posts, but I just don't feel like reporting on everybody in the industry that I honestly don't listen to. And I feel I'm able to flesh out my thoughts better on the podcast as opposed to a single post with a sentence or two. And that's about it for this episode. It's just going to be a quick one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm out.